Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Itchy nose. Today is Friday, the 4th of August 2023. I'm a little bit late with this. And this is your morning message tarot reading. So just a message for Tamba. I'm glad that you enjoyed the rain coming your way. Unfortunately, it's still raining here. It feels relentless. My throat, I am now in day 11, working with the metaphysical anatomy of throat issues. Makes sense. I've been working, I continue to work with it in the clearing. Just before this started, I did a couple of quantum energy healing attunements. And so I think sort of that is working through me and bringing deep buried layers of blockages, of which is what the full moon was about, to the surface to be worked on. So I continue to do that work. But yeah, day 11 now. So anyway, let's get back to the reading in the rain, and let's see what's going on for today. So 4th of August 2023, we've got the moon in Pisces all day. It's going to form a sextile to Jupiter in Taurus, an opposition to Mars in Virgo, and then another sextile, this time to Uranus in Taurus. So it's about grounding our wants and our desires into our spirituality, and then grounding that into the Taurian energies. That brings breakdowns to breakthroughs. We have to bring things to the surface, we have to bring things to consciousness, so that then we can see them. They're not lurking in the shadows, and then we can transform them and free ourselves from them. So let's do some cards for today and see what we need to know. I'm going to use the Thoth deck. Always a lovely no-nonsense deck, I find, although with a nice loving edge. I've been working with them for years, and yeah, no nonsense, but with a loving edge. And then we've got the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well. So let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for Friday, the 4th of August 2023? Messages from Spirit for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Can I just say, although my throat is still sore, the cough is actually getting better. So, let's work with those energies. So yeah, I'm just like you, working through the stuff as it comes up, presenting itself. Divine timing. This is what needs to come up now at the moment for healing. I can see the pattern going back sort of to summer solstice to spring this year, and it's like, oh, this is my work for this year. This is what we're clearing this year. So, hurrah! Yeah, healing and ascension and things like that. People have this idealized image of the light and being sort of taken up and expansion and things like that. And actually, normally it's trudging through the shadows, dark night of the soul, doing sort of, I won't say hard work, doing the, I don't know what word to use, challenging. But as we overcome those challenges, that's what takes us up each time. Okay, and yeah, it's the right time to be doing this. So anyway, back to the reading. What have we got? Go the distance. Okay, so it might be a marathon rather than a sprint. Truth be told, as we're getting to the truth, That's all right. I'll get the next card and then I will, a message in a bottle. Okay, so let's have a look. So, go the distance. Yeah, often healing work and transformation and challenges in life tend to be more of a marathon than a sprint. Some chapters might feel like a sprint as we get from one stepping stone to the next, and it's like, oh, that was quite quick and easy. What was going on there? But in the sort of constant evolution that I think sort of is our life on Earth, constantly facing challenges, overcoming them, moving on to the next ones. More of a sprint. Sorry, more of a marathon and a sprint. But this card is telling you that you have the resilience and the resources to get there. And then the first thing I noticed when I pulled the second card was how the energies, how the colours in the cards sort of move on and graduate. Okay, so moving on to Truth Be Told. Okay, we've got this wise owl with this open window and all these hearts. And the message I'm getting from this card is the truth will set you free. Okay, open up the windows to clarity. The blue skies, the truth, and with all the little red love hearts and everything, it will open your heart to love, to freedom. When we see the truth, when we get the clarity in everything, then it opens up our hearts to our love for ourselves, our passion, our compassion, forgiveness, all the words that you associate with doing the work. And I was also just taken back to sort of cards that were coming up at the full moon. And for me, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands kept coming up in various readings. And I associated the Ace of Swords with the full moon in Aquarius, the truth coming out, truth will be seen, getting the clarity, and then the Ace of Wands being that upcoming, I say upcoming, we've got a week and a half to go yet, in the middle of August, the new moon in Leo, that spark of fire, and that between the full moon and the new moon, we're clearing these blockages, these illusions, the delusions, we're seeing beyond the veil, and getting clarity on what it is that's been holding us back, and that's what sets us free. And then we come to the message in the bottom, and as soon as I turn this over, it's like, oh, Pisces energy. Connecting to your higher self, connecting to spirit, to source, the message is coming down. We can't do this work on our own. We do it in co-creation with source. But when we show up to do the work, then spirit, source, the universe notices and jumps in to help us. Remember the other day in the Work Your Light cards, we got Leap. You go first, the universe will follow. That is always what we want to do. And with this Pisces lunar energy at the moment, let's just, there being the oceanic, spiritual, collective energies. And always as we do the work on ourselves, as we do our own personal healing, that vibration vibrates out to humanity, or first to the people around us, and it can go one or two ways. They can choose, oh look, that person's energy is changing. It can encourage them to then change their energy, or they can resist it. Okay, they may try and put you down if they resist it, but often then what happens is those people fall away, and the people that your new vibration resonates with come with you, and you're attracting more people on that resonance. But then that resonates out then to humanity, and then to the collective, because we're all connected in all of this. So sort of, I'm always reminded of we can't change anybody else. All we can do is change ourselves, and that resonates out to everybody else. Okay, and then people free will and everything, you know, they have their own decisions, often subconsciously, first of all, about whether they want to join the party or not. So yeah, that's the energies for today. Let's have a look and see what the Thoth cards want to tell us. So let's see, what do we need to know? Rain. It's just been, I know yesterday it started off okay, and most of the day was actually quite dry. Did actually get out of the house yesterday, but then early evening we did have thunderstorms. Do like a thunderstorm. Prefer when it's at night, you can really see the lightning light up the sky. But then yeah, the rain in my dreams, waking up to the rain this morning, and then just shower after shower after shower coming through. Apparently it's something to do with the Gulf Stream, and the position that the Gulf Stream's in at the moment, and that sort of the UK where it hits first, and first feels the influence. That's what's causing the rain. So anyway, back to the reading. So what do we need to know for today? Friday the 4th of August 2023. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Excuse me. What do we need to know? So let's see, where are we? The sun. We'd love to see the sunshine. Going into the past, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Below us, we've got the King of Swords. Above us, we've got the Two of Cups. Always a welcome sight. And then we're going into the energy of the Hermit. Clarifiers, we've got the Four of Cups, we've got the Chariot, and we've got the World. At the bottom, we've got the High Priestess. I do see the Eight of Swords here, and the Eight of Discs, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, just move these along. We've got the Ten of Swords, we've got the Nine of Wands, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles. What was I saying about my cough? Tell when I haven't been talking. I'm here all on my own. And I don't talk. Sometimes, yeah, so you're the first people I talk to. And it's like, oh, yeah, my throat feels better today. And then I come on here, try and do some talking, and yeah, it sets me off again. Things to get off my chest, I think. Anyway. Right, so where we find ourselves today, we've got the sun here. Oh, our core identity, shining our light out, joy, happiness, bliss, basking in the lazy, hazy August days of summer. Okay, that's a message for somebody there that's just come through. Okay, just being in our core identity, who we are, shining our light. What's moving into the past is the Four of Pentacles. This is the sun in Capricorn. And and it's called Power. And in this card, I see this, it's like sort of, you look at the shape, look at sort of the towers and the moat, and I always get a sense of trying to control things, trying to sort of, you know, even put yourself in a box. Trying not to rock the boat, trying to separate yourself from others, not being your authentic self. I'm seeing this actually as Capricorn, as Pluto dipping back into Capricorn at the moment, going back into the box, and things sort of, so we can have another last look at our stuff before the final move of Pluto moving into Aquarius, which is November next year. So we've got a bit of a way to go. There's more stuff coming up, but it's actually moving into the past, and so on a daily level, it's like shining our light, shows us where we've kept ourselves in a box and things like that, and sort of when we see then we can sort of get ourselves out of the box. It brings clarity. We've got the King of Swords here. Kings in this deck are knights. The knights are princes. But the king, excuse me, the kings for me are the cardinal elements, cardinal signs of the elements. So cardinal air is Libra, freedom, justice, social justice, the law, and we'll get karma as well coming through, that balancing the scales, as well as sort of all the more personal, how we relate to people. Maybe as you're relinquishing control of how you relate to people, maybe people, some of the lower vibrations of Libra is about people pleasing, merging into others, not knowing your boundaries and things. So a sense here of, as we've been establishing our boundaries, okay, we get clarity and freedom from merging into others, finding ourselves, finding who we are, the sun. Okay, and Spirit, Source, is just reminding us that we are loved and we are supported in all of this. And yeah, what I was saying with the oracle cards at the top is, as we do the work, then Source comes to support us in that. And I'm seeing this Two of Cups today as just a remembrance of that. We're in the flow. Venus in Cancer energy. Where, yeah, the energy is coming from Source, flowing through us, flowing back into the collective and going back up. It's that recycling of energy. As we fill our cups up, we have the energy to take out and give out to others in the world, and it's recycled back, and it's a ever-increasing cycle of love. Okay, and then we're going into the Hermit energy. So the Hermit is about going inwards to find your light. Okay, also Virgo energy, and I'm getting the Harvest energy coming through with this. Think of Virgo is sort of harvest tide, the end of August going into September, gathering in the harvest, and that could be personal harvest as well as sort of, you know, actual land-based stuff. So as we go inside and uncover our light and things like that, we reap the rewards for doing the work, and it brings growth, and we're able to shine that light stronger and stronger. Then the clarifiers. So we've got the Four of Cups here, and just notice the difference between the 2 and the 4. So in the 2, we've got the love flowing down from above, filling us, going back into the water and being recycled round, that ever-growing cycle. When we look at the 4, it's not. It's coming down from source and we're holding on to it. We're in fear of opening up and sharing it, being in our vulnerabilities. And this is the moon in Cancer. You know, the moon rules Cancer. But I'm just getting a sense of the shadow side. Okay, our fears block us. And stops that universal flow. Okay, which brings us on to the next card, which is the Chariot, which is the Cancer card. When we overcome those shadows, when we come back to love, when we trust, when we connect to the love within us, when we fill ourselves up, it transforms everything and we come back into flow. And then, you know, we ride into victory with that knowledge, with that wisdom, with that knowing. Okay, all the blockages are cleared. Okay, and we bring an end to the cycle. Okay, the World card, or the universe in this deck. Okay, it's like, oh, right, done that, now we can move on. Acknowledge it as you complete it. So what's going on in the subconscious? Just outside, can't see it. We've got the High Priestess. Okay, seeing beyond the veil. Yesterday we had perception come out in the Gaia cards. The veil opening so we can see beyond the illusions and the delusions and things like that. This is this card. Stopping, coming into meditation, listening, hearing the words of your higher self, your guides of source coming in with messages. Okay, but when we don't do that, we set up interference. Okay, the Eight of Swords here, which is it Jupiter in Gemini? Yes, we've got too much going on. We don't stop. We're trying to expand out there without taking the time to stop. The old mindsets interfere and disrupt that communication with self and higher self. We can't move forward unless we do the work. The Eight of Pentacles. So it's like, come on, are you listening yet? This is the Sun in Virgo. So if we come back to the beginning, into sort of what is happening, we're being advised consciously, the Sun in Virgo with the Hermit. Come back to yourself, go inwards, stop getting distracted. I don't know if you just saw that there, but I just saw on the video a shimmering here. I'm going to watch the video back afterwards and just see if I can catch that shimmering. Often when I see shimmering, it's a sign that spirits stood close to me, and it's the first time I've seen it on video. I don't know if it's going to come across in the video, but I often see sort of just the shimmering in around my home and things like that, and it's normally a sign for me that spirit, an ancestor or somebody is stood there. I don't see colours, I don't see the outline, I just see it's almost like a disturbance in the air. So what time was that? About 23 minutes. I'm going to go back and have a look at that. Anyway, so yeah, stop. We've got prudence. We need to stop and do the work. August is a perfect time for doing the work. As we do it, we bring ourselves to the Wheel of Fortune. Things change, things evolve, we move on to the next step. The old cycle comes to an end. The Ten of Swords, which is the Sun in Gemini. End of old mental patterns, mental mindsets and things like that, but also moving away from other people, that try and put us down, that try and keep us small. Leading on to the Nine of Wands, the Strength card, the Sun in Sagittarius. Nine of Wands, inner and outer strength balanced. You know, those of you that follow me for any length of time know that I talk about the Nine of Wands, about being in harmony, inner and outer realities matched. You know, when we're feeling weak and we feel the world around us is stronger than us, then the world pushes us over. We're overwhelmed. Going the other way, if we're too strong and too stubborn and determined and everything, then we barge through life like a bull in a china shop. The key to being in alignment and being in flow is to be perfectly matched with the energies, proceed forward when we can and to retreat when we need to do the inner work. Okay, the inner work is about 70 or 80% of the stuff. 20 to 30% is the outer stuff. If we're not doing the inner stuff, we won't make any progress outer. So by doing the work, being in harmony and balance and everything, it brings us to the 10 of Pentacles. The stability, the security, the finances, the home, the career, all the things in the 3D world that we desire comes to us when we do the work. So that's your message for today. This is Mercury in Virgo, and Mercury is in Virgo at the moment, and Mercury's at the end of the month, but Mercury is going to have a retrograde in Virgo. Entered his shadow period yesterday, so what happens between now and the 23rd of August when he goes retrograde is the area and the things that are coming up will be reviewed and we'll go over. Okay, and just another thought is he stations direct at the new moon in Virgo, so that adds into this as well. So that's your message for today. I know it's a bit late, apologies for it being a bit late, but you know, this is about the sole amount of my outer work at the moment. Everything else is inner work, but money is still flowing in and things and stuff like that. So the gratitude for the time to be able to do this, and hopefully that really resonates out for you as well. So anyway, but a bit rambly. God, once you get me talking, you can't stop me, can you? Anyway, that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonates for you, either in full or just parts of it resonating for you. If it does, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell wherever it is to receive notifications when I'm doing readings. If you'd like a personal reading, I am still taking bookings for personal readings, then email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.